been a lot of talk about 2015 being the year of the Belieber and how everybody was jumping on the Belieber bandwagon. So today I'm going to tell you a story which took place about 7 years ago, and it's of the almost photo I almost took with the almost Justin Bieber. Does that make me a believer? So this story took place during the time I was a journalist for a newspaper here in New Zealand, and it goes like this. So I was a journalist for this newspaper here for about 6 years, during which time I got to meet lots of different people and cover lots of different stories. I produced about 250 weekly papers for this organisation. And while I worked for the paper, there were times when I got stories that no other media got, like this. There were videos that I produced of cool things happening in town, like this. That was a video I shot of a group of school kids sending their well wishes to our yachting team, Team New Zealand, via song. That was before the team eventually lost 9-8 to Oracle Team USA in San Francisco, but we're not going to mention that. And then of course another aspect that I loved was the cool and creative front pages that we prided ourselves on doing. And then of course I can't go past one of my favourite creative aspects of the job, and that was going to various different jobs and getting to take creative photos and make them look as good as you possibly could. There was this one here of a fire breather walking down the main street of town. There was this one here when a hot air balloon visited a school. And I can't name them all, but then there's countless others like this, and this. And then of course there's the occasion on which the royals, Prince William and Kate, came to town for a visit. And the week prior to their visit that weekend, we produced an entirely royal issue made up of stories that centred around local people's connections to the royals. That day, my job was to capture reactions as the royals moved among the crowds that had gathered. I got this photo, and this photo. See, it was in amongst all of these other jobs that we're talking about that Justin Bieber came to New Zealand, and he offered his fans an opportunity to come and see him at this very intimate private gig if they could prove to him why they deserved the place there and create him some kind of fan memorabilia to prove their worth as a devoted believer. Like many other thousands of believers around New Zealand, up stepped a local devotee from my local town, and she came up with what she called her Bieber Bible, which listed in a book all the reasons why she deserved to be at this show. Lo and behold, her efforts actually did win her a ticket and a place to go and watch him at this intimate gig in Auckland. And this is where we at the paper, and me as the journalist, found out about her efforts. So of course, we asked her to come into the newspaper office for an interview so that we could do a story and a photo with her about her creation and what she was most looking forward to about getting to meet Justin at this gig. And it was at this point that I thought, I think I may possibly get to meet Justin, sort of. But then the competition wasn't open to journalists to go along with the winners. So I don't think I ever will meet him, yeah. And as much as you may think that the story ends there, oh no, it does not. I think it was actually my editor at the time who may have been the first one to notice that there may have been a slight resemblance between me and one of the photos of Justin that this girl who'd won a ticket to his show had used in her winning entry. The photo request went something like this. Here, Jay, hold this for me for 1 second, please. And of course I didn't think anything of it. As a disclaimer, this is not what my hair actually looked like all the time. In hindsight, I probably also would have done my hair, but I guess that's kind of maybe the point. So without further ado, here is the almost photo that I almost got to take with Justin Bieber after almost being able to go to his concert to report on it as a journalist. I don't see the resemblance. Oh, and Justin, if there ever was an offer, if it still stands, I'm there. You name the time and the place, and I'll conduct the interview. I could even tell you this story. And then a couple of other things happened today. So this vlog that you're watching now marks the end of our first week vlogging. Yes! 1 week down. I was up till 1:30 yesterday morning, editing yesterday's vlog, and then I was up early for work as well. And I don't know whether it was because it was a stupid question or I was tired, but a lady came in asking for chook food for her chickens, obviously, and my natural question, as I attempted to offer her good customer service, was, which one do you prefer? And she replied, I'm not sure, I'm not the one who eats it. She had a fair point.